Two pussies chilling together. It looks like the beef is over.
But they mean it literally because they're stupid.
It doesn't matter what they mean, it's what you're receiving. See, you're judging them for what they're giving you.
I am, because Jim Dandy's a
You haven't been told no in your life, dude. So you never had a fucking slap, dude.
Because I blocked him.
It's not, see what I mean? How resistant you are to understanding that they're showing you something.
Yeah, I judge them massively. I think they're the shit on my shoe.
Good then. You'll continue doing what you're doing. You don't get on your fucking knees and start to learn from these people, then you will be the shit on their shoes. The meek will inherit the earth, bruv. Not the fucking hubris.
Wow, can you see this? Can you see this swarm of dragonflies? It's like 50 dragonflies, more, 100 maybe. I don't know if the camera's going to be picking them up. Amazing. I forget what the symbology of dragonflies is, but I know it's good. But obviously I'm also aware that people will just make up good things about anything. Yeah, this is amazing. Wow, what a start to the day. She's putting you two to shame, isn't she? Good news, this has been used. So Calico, oh, she's back now. Hello, did you go on a nice adventure? So Calico is definitely the bravest of all the cats. Definitely the most playful and just the best. She just went around, oh, she's doing it again, look. So she's the first one to do that. She's the first one to leave the boundaries of the home, other than in the corridor. She is so brave. She's such a character. Oh, you're going to be the one that gets got by a snake, aren't you? Yes, of course. Just like the last time I had cats. I had one really good one and one not so good one. And the one really good one was the one that got run over. And it happened when I'd taken 15 tabs of LSD. And yeah, it was a pretty bad trip from there. On here, are you stopping Callie from coming back? Is that your game? I think we're going to move you on, Beans. Go on, move. Boop. She's such a... I respect how horrible she is. She's not horrible. I like her a lot. I like having her around. I think I'm even going to love her in a few days. But she does not like Callie. And I love Callie. Now, I think... No, Callie's not stuck. Callie's not stupid. But can you see? Yeah, you can see. There's Callie. Can you remember? This is where you come back. I think I'm projecting my stupidity onto Callie. I think she's just playing. Of course, Callie knows how to get back. Wow, this is nice, isn't it? Two pussies chilling together. It looks like the beef is over. CT7 never had major beef, but did have a little bit of beef. But it looks like they're becoming friends. Wow. Wow, it's really happening. Even Beans and Callie are next to each other now. Well done, Beans. Well done, darling. She's like, why are you touching me? Get your hand off me. Survive! Oh, good! Stir-fried holy basil. This is a very traditional Southeast Asian dish. One of the main ones in Thailand. Yes, I'll feed you in a minute. Bloody hell. Really good. Haven't had it for a while. It's pork, so I haven't had it for a while. But I'm looking forward. I haven't had this since I was in Thailand, so well over a year ago. It's going to be great. Costs £2.50. And of course, the one you've made. Oh, the haters are going to love this one. I've just got a right metaphorical slap off Lee. He's giving me a right dressing down. So this is the video where I ask him about how I'm showing up as a live streamer, demanding money. We speak about how I relate to the haters, how I show up in life, and he destroys me. You're going to love it. Right, so people will know who go on my live streams that I'm very demanding. I want to do it every day. So the thing is, so this is the thing, I love it and I just want to do it. But my story is I have to get paid to do it. So I set time limits, and if people don't put money in, I end it. And that doesn't feel good, but it's the only way I know how to do it right now. What do you think, Lee?
Same rules, bruv. The only thing you're looking for is worth, but it's material and it's paper. You're trying to escape into something, and then you're valuing that escape on whether or not anybody pays you for it or rewards you for it. Where's the self-reward? And then you're closing them off. You're shutting them down because they're not paying you. I watched one you did the other day on the stuff that you bought and £2 grand's worth, and then you had to throw £1 grand of it away because you wouldn't give it away.
Oh yeah, that was mental.
Well, it's the same thing.
That was a different Tom.
It's exactly the same thing right now.
No,
rather than continue doing something that you're enjoying, you don't, because they're not paying you.
Yeah.
So because you're not getting rewarded or material reward, because you can't give it away, you can't give it as a gift.
As in, I'm not capable of it.
You're not worthy of it, bruv, and that's why you can't sit down and meditate.
Right.
Now, the thing about this is your worth is being valued based on material possession and feedback, and you don't need that. So this is where you're pushing through to try to get this return, and really what you should be doing is pushing through and releasing the need for return and doing it anyway, letting go of that and being grateful for it, as opposed to demanding it and expecting it. Because when you don't get what you want, you get disappointed and the off button comes.
Yeah.
As opposed to just doing it anyway, because it's what you want to do.
Yeah. What about, I mean, it's not really a fact, but yeah, I mean, this is a story too, really. But what about, to earn enough a month to live, I need to earn off live streaming, and the story is that no one will give if I don't do that.
So you're not capable of living without receiving from another?
Currently not.
I think that's not true though, is it?
No, it's not true.
Right. So you have what you need. It's what you want that you're struggling with. You have the time to meditate, but you don't want to. So you're struggling with the wants. You want to receive so that you don't have to touch what you already have.
So yeah, I mean, I've got enough for 3 months, but my story is that I don't want to live using my savings. I want to live abundantly in the now.
Yeah. So we've got this I want.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we were, weren't it? Yeah. Wasn't it? So we got this I want and I want and I want. But the thing is that you've got what you need. It's what you want.
Yeah, keep going.
You want to be able to be, yet you're not enough to be. So you want people to give you enough so you can be, but that's never enough. It's never enough.
I don't think there's a story that people's money will allow me to be. Can you speak into why the two are connected? Why? Because it's this energy in me that wants from another that keeps me external and not just satisfied sitting in a field.
Yeah, I do. I mean, there's times to sit in a field. There's times to keep creating, or there's times to share what you're creating. There's times to experience. There's times to practice what you preach. So in all of these areas, there's times to release the need for others and just be what you are on the screen and talk. We were talking a minute ago, but the video didn't record, about preemptive, you trying to prove superiority in a lot of these places above others, engage them relative to where you think you are, and misinterpreting, misreading, judging, actually, jury and executioner of people's intention without giving them any room for consideration or a contemplation about what it is they might be talking about. Yes, you go around the houses a little bit and try and come back to it and then try to refine it, but it's that head first jump. Why jump in like that? Where's the grace in between in these places? So in the same way that you can't sit down and just be enough, you haven't got the grace for you. You haven't got the grace for others, and it extends that way. But this is something that is moving. You're moving through it, right? It's not so. It's a transience.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about here is understanding that you've got what you need. It's just that you want more. Well, that's the little boy, isn't it? I want another lollipop, daddy. I want another lollipop, mummy. Come on, gran, give me another. It's not fair, is it? Tantrum, and down goes the phone, or down goes the off button. And then you feel like shit for 5 minutes and then turn the fucking thing back on again and want to do it again as if you're going to get another lollipop, right? As if we can start again, right? They've forgotten now. They've forgotten that I had a lollipop 5 minutes ago. I want another one. If I ask them now, they won't realise. I can manipulate. I can get through it. Watch. But all of these are those stories, right?
Yeah.
They are the lack stories, the scarcity stories that are playing out still. And if you manage to sit yourself down for a bit and sit with them, then they would go away a little bit more and you could offer yourself more freely to people. Now, you've already got plenty to get you through a good few months. So this need for constant reassurance or this need for constant sustenance is not something that you require. It's something that you want. And I'm guessing that this has been bred into you from a place where you feared the lack so much. And I'm guessing that this is sort of...
My mum's favourite saying bringing me up was, you better earn a good living, because she's, in her words, I had expensive taste.
Well...
And it was her joke, like every time we walked through Meadow Hall and she was spending money on me, you better get a good job.
Yeah, but the thing in there, you were spoiled, right?
Yeah, very much
so. You got whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted it, and you were spoiled. Now, it's evident and obvious in the actions, in the outbursts, that realistically, you haven't been told no in your life, dude.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So that being told no for you is like, no, I can't take that. No way. I don't know what to do with that. Right?
Yeah, totally.
So therefore, you can't have the authority of no. You can't say it either.
To myself or others and everything.
Yes. So the boundaries in you are loose.
I do find it hard to say no to people.
You can't say no to yourself.
Yeah.
You can't say no to your wants.
So that goes into like smoking 12 joints a day and wanking 12 times a day and all that.
There's no temperance. There's no middle ground, right? It's either full this way or full that way. It's either full fucking light or full fucking dark.
Yeah.
And there's no middle ground, right?
Yeah.
Because you've never learned that middle. You never, like a few of them are saying, you never had a fucking slap, dude.
Oh yeah, I just think that's dickheads.
No.
Is that not just dickheads?
Not if you look at it metaphorically.
Right.
So you've never been told no and didn't get your own way. Yeah. That's just like having a slap. So they might be thinking about
but
a slap.
they actually...
It works the same way. So they're giving you a...
Yeah, but they are dickheads.
Dude, they're giving you a lesson.
No, they're fucking not.
They are, but you're missing it because you're taking it literally.
Yeah, but they mean it literally because they're stupid.
It doesn't matter what they mean, it's what you're receiving. See, you're judging them for what they're giving you.
I am, because Jim Dandy's a fucking cunt.
It's not Jim Dandy that's saying a lot of this.
Well, yeah, because I blocked him.
It's not, see what I mean? How resistant you are to understanding that they're showing you something.
He's not showing shit other than he's a lying, deluded
Jim
cunt.
Dandy. I'm talking about quite a lot of other people that aren't him.
They're all lying, deluded cunts.
In here, they're offering you the gift of sight in saying that you've never understood no, a slap round the face, or a fuck off.
Which I would totally receive if they said it with good intentions and explained it, but they're coming from a hateful,
you're not going to receive it because you judge them as a person.
I judge them massively. I think they're the shit on my shoe.
Good then. Go on. You'll continue doing what you're doing because you won't take the gold from it. You're not willing to learn, right, are you? Because they're not your teachers. You're their fucking teachers, right?
Damn right, they're shit.
Good luck with that. Because you'll find it's a two-way street, son. You are the student and the master. If you don't get on your fucking knees and start to learn from these people, then you will be the shit on their shoes. The meek will inherit the earth, bruv. Not the fucking hubris. Not those with the fucking chops that think they're better than everybody else, but the fucking meek, the ones that know what fucking no means. And you've never had that, son. So you're in this place where you're in between, right? Now you either get good with it or you're going to get a slap right in the face and you won't see it coming. And that's what I'm talking about, this humbling, right? Soon everybody's going to have it. It's just how it comes at you. Now you can fuck all these off and say that they don't know what they're talking about. Or you can look at what they're saying and think, you know what? It might align to something that isn't quite what I think.
I just can't give the haters any credit because they're just so pathetic.
They don't hate, bruv.
Oh, they do.
No, see again what I mean.
They do.
Don't know.
How can you say that?
They see,
like the ones that are literally making up bullshit.
You're seeing this as literal. You're not seeing this as a you giving you information. You're seeing them as independent, separate entities that are just attacking you.
Yes.
So where's the one in that?
Well, there isn't, but how can I be one with such scumbuggery?
Because they're in you. What do you think you act like?
And nowhere near as bad as the haters.
Oh, okay. You don't think that's in you? You don't think you have?
No, of course it is in me, yeah.
Right, so why don't you have some grace for those in there and understand that they're part of you? And understand that what they're showing you is a reflection of yourself. And all you're doing is judging them like you judge within.
So, okay, so let me... I can accept this if I can word it in a certain way. So they are scum, and they're reflecting the scum in me. So there's a lesson in it.
Call them scum. The actions that you took when you were younger, Is it scum within you, or do you love it now for what it's given you and shown you? Do you judge it as scum, or do you accept it as a part of your life that helped you understand more about yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Is it an expression of the source energy? Is it creative? Yes. Is it doing something that you wouldn't do now? Well, you don't know how to say no, so you don't know what you're capable of. There's no boundary in there. There's boundaries in there for certain things, but they're loose and they're selfish. So this area that you're moving into right now is a much more grown-up adult version of yourself. And the child is scared shitless of taking responsibility for that. So it needs everybody else to cover it and judge everybody else for what they're doing, because you're not good enough. You're not enough, so they're not enough. You can't have space for them.
Well, they're really not enough. That's the thing.
You can't have space. See, you're looking at it as identifying them.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Not as a part of yourself.
Yeah, I can't accept the haters as part of myself, but I do intellectually understand what you're saying and agree.
Yeah. And that's part of this growing up and understanding the responsibility that this journey that you're on takes. If you're going to look at everybody and judge them as lesser, and then look at others that you see as wise and judge them as pedestaled, where's the fucking middle ground and where's the equality?
Sorry, I switched off there.
If you look at people and look down to them, and then you look up at others, who's in the middle?
No one.
That's where everybody is, dude. You look in two ways.
Oh yeah, I'm so hierarchical.
Right, but everybody sits in the middle. And you're looking like this.
I can't see it like that. I can't see that you and Jim Dandy are both in the same place. I just can't.
You're doing that on the basis of what you see in front of you in this material world, as opposed to the energy that creates us both.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking to you about the other day, about seeing the higher, the energy behind things as opposed to the mess or the chaos that's in front of it. The bit that you see through your eyes is what you judge. But what's behind that? Is that creation? Is that source? Is that bigger than what you can see? Is that beyond what you can see, but yet you judge what you can see as if you're the fucking authority over it? Now that might be hubris. That might be a little bit of play pretend that I can judge you because I know what you are. Do you? Are you sure?
I think so, yeah. I think I'm very good at reading people.
Oh, good. Let's see how that works for you, dude. When you see what their real purpose was for you, not attacking you, but to help you learn. They played their part for you, and all you do is judge them.
But okay, I can accept this if you can at least acknowledge that they're not conscious that they're doing that. But from their point of view, they're just hating and being disgusting.
Yes, I don't say that. I don't disagree with you that they are playing a role. They're an actor for you.
Yeah.
But don't you love the act?
Yeah. Well, I think I can access it this way. As long as we can accept that they're not consciously doing anything good.
Well, they're not consciously doing anything bad either.
Well, I know good and bad doesn't exist, but they're not. Yeah. Okay. I think I can accept it.
See, what we're talking about here is you're looking at what they are, not what you are.
Yes.
So are you conscious of what they're doing for you?
Oh, right. Well, I have been. You know, I've done videos about how Sophie has taught me lots. I've done videos about how Rachel taught me lots. I can appreciate the courage that one has to develop to be a YouTuber in the face of such hatred and insanity.
You called it upon yourself because you need the slap in the face, mate, and you're still frigging arguing that they're wrong. You know, hold on. You're only getting the hate and the insanity because of what you're putting out.
So the hate and no, that's not true. All YouTubers get hate, and I know I get more because. But what about the fact that, or my story that they're not authentic and they're not aligned? So of course I trigger them because I am. Maybe not aligned, but authentic.
They're not authentic and they're not aligned, or they could just...
Well, they live in lies and delusion and they got the jab.
So did you. No, well, apart from the jab part. You lived in lies and delusion.
Not to the point where I'm like, refugees welcome here and shit.
You, in different ways, right? If you look at that as an identity, refugees are welcome here. What have you done that's similar? If I looked at...
Oh, yeah. I quite like Jeremy Corbyn at one point.
So inside there's foolishness, right? And delusion inside both areas. So it doesn't really matter. You can say it's this area here is the one that I'm really against. But then if you map that across to what you were doing at a certain point in time, it would be exactly the fucking same, just different.
Yeah, except I've never done anything as ridiculous as arguing that the V was a good thing in 2026.
So you class that as ridiculous?
Yeah, of course.
And that's your fucking level for ridiculousness.
Oh no, I could go way lower than that.
Well, precisely. So where's the bar for ridiculous?
Anyone that doesn't agree with me 100%.
There you go. You know what I mean? So you're all of a sudden you're in this. You got a filter of what you'll accept. Of course you have, because you don't accept yourself yet, right? We're coming back to that same thing. You won't be taught by people who you deem are below you, but they're your teachers.
Yeah, and I can recognise that I have learned from spastics like Sophie.
You were a spastic, and you are inside. Look at what you did with Chris. Was that not spasmo?
Chris, yeah, that was spasmo, yeah.
So you still got it in you, dude.
Yeah.
All right. And if that fucking Sophie thing was going on, I could put that on the screen for you. You could just be the one that's holding the camera would be that one, right? So you're judging others for what you do.
Yeah. So what the fuck do I do now?
Calm the fuck down, right? Grind those fucking rough edges on and spend some time with yourself. But also
I can't. The whole start of this conversation was I can't do that
because you got pressure. There's pressure
on
on
yourself. I
yourself.
don't feel any pressure. I feel more chilled than ever.
Chilled, but you can't sit chill.
Oh yeah, I can't chill.
Right. So you feel more chilled, but you can't chill. All right. So look at your own paradoxes in there, right? You can't do a YouTube live. You can't talk openly and freely without receiving something because you can't chill. But you're chilled, right?
No, I'm not chilled. I'm the most chilled I've ever been.
Relative.
Yeah,
relative. You're at more peace than you've ever been because there's less pressure on you.
Yeah.
But look at all the pressure you're creating within you.
Yeah.
So you can't remain chill because you've got pressure within you. And why is there pressure within you? Because it's time for you to fucking meet yourself. And that means letting go of all of this judgment, mate. Within. Because it's being projected without.
Yeah, I understand that.
And you've got lots of stories about why. But they're stories, dude. So ultimately, they've got to be understood. You're talking about yourself out there. And everything you project on them is what you're projecting into yourself. You can only judge yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I know.
So intellectually, you know. But when you're practicing it, you're not practicing it. When you're doing the lives, you're not practicing that. You're practicing receive.
Oh, yeah.
Receiving.
As opposed to
releasing.
Releasing.
Yeah, just
releasing
being.
What?
You can be yourself and just chat. You don't need to
then what if no one pays me?
Well, you think that's the only thing you'll get back. Maybe you'll find you get peace rather than money.
Oh, God, I don't want that. I want money.
All right. We don't want peace.
No, of course I want peace.
Right. Maybe you'll find that you can be able to chill and do it without fearing not having enough. Maybe you'll find that you are enough by doing it without needing anything from anybody else. Because probably that's what enough means. I don't need anything from you. I am enough. So if you start to walk through this and you start to actually interrogate what it is that you think you're doing intellectually, you might find more of this. And then you can practice it in the lives. You can practice it in the way you act, your actions. Because that's what maketh the man, right? The word and the actions. Maketh the man.
Yeah, totally agree.
When was the last time you was a man, dude?
No, I don't think I've ever been a man. Words and actions. I'm sure I've done words and actions before, but I don't feel like I've ever been a man.
No, because they're still coming from that lost little boy. Right?
Yeah.
And that's this is across the board. So this isn't like a poke at any individual. It's just an expression of where we currently fucking are.
Yeah.
It's time to grow up for those that are able to, or those that are here to grow up, right? So therefore, it's time to put that energy in and put that presence in, that authority in, that power in. But it's not powerful over them. It's powerful over this.
Yeah, I mean, I've no desire to be powerful over people, or that's certainly my story. You don't agree?
The powerless become powerful, or pretend.
Oh yeah. Like the kid that bullies in school is the most insecure one.
And judgments is a power grab.
Yeah, but so you're saying that I'm judging people on the live stream? Is that what you're saying?
You judge a lot of things. You don't give it time for what would be the word? Deeper contemplation. It's instant. which is reactive.
Oh, you mean in terms of I can't even read a comment without reacting?
Yeah, and I get the mind. I get your mind is a little bit bouncy. So shiny thing, shiny thing, shiny thing, which takes you off track. But that's fine, you know. That starts to pull in as you start to get less chaotic in the way that you're thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Start to flow from here, and there's no mind getting in the way, so the stories don't come in tangentially.
Oh, that would be nice. I mean, I quite like the tangents, but it is a lot.
Yeah, you can go off tangentially, but what you'll find is you lose the plot, right?
Yeah.
But that comes over time, and that with you being, see, you've got to speak from here, not here, and a lot of what you're speaking of is from here.
Yeah.
I know that that's in the background, but it's really not in the foreground.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah. Sure.
And that's the way you present yourself. There's there's some that can see past that. And there's others that don't, right? But they can't see past that in themselves.
Past my...
rough exterior.
Yeah.
The rough edges.
Yeah.
I replied to somebody today about this. They were talking about spending time with you and how do I do it? And I said, everybody gets a period of grace where they can choose to smooth their rough edges off before I need to use a grinder. And that's what everybody has the opportunity to do before creation or before whoever it is for them has to chew away at things to show people that are just fucking willfully blind. Now you've got opportunity here to spend some time and sit with that and sit with yourself, and you're already seeing how much energy you're feeling and how much struggle there is when you behave like a prick. Right, you're already seeing that. You're feeling it. You can feel the clamming up, and you can feel the shutting down.
Yeah.
The smallness, right? You can already feel it. You're uncomfortable in company still because you fear judgment, right? Because you're fearing judging of yourself.
Yeah.
And yet there's nobody here to judge you. Yet you fear that you might be judged, right? But that's happened all of your life. So you fear what's happened in the past is going to happen again, and you present it into the future. It's what everybody does, friend. It's what everybody does, right? We've all done it. The problem is getting back into the middle, and how do you do that? Well, you do it by releasing the need for anything. You've got to be enough. Now, you're on about sustenance, you're on about this material realm, you're on about this middle-class family upbringing where you need to be this or that or the other, or you're going to end up a bin man on the road, and that's the fucking worst thing you could possibly be. But I tell you what, if you'd done a fucking couple of months in the bin man shoes, you'd be better man now.
Yeah.
But you don't know, right? And that's okay, right? So it's not about hubris, it's not about pride, it's not about arrogance, it's not about judgment and control and possessions. It's about release of all of that and just being a fucking nuff, right? And present yourself like that. And then see what happens. See what happens. See how much you grow. But this is
so just do a live stream without even mentioning it, or should I mention this? Or
this isn't about. No, again, you're.
And I'm going to have to say. I know I'm going into detail.
I'm taking a bit literally to start off with. I've lost where I was going to go with that shit. It doesn't matter. Sorry, this isn't a 2-minute job.
No, of course not.
So this isn't a case of you going into that live stream and saying, right, I don't care about money, I'm not interested in it anymore, because that would be bullshit.
Of course, I want money.
So you've got to do this honestly. You've got to do this authentically. You've got to do this willfully. You've got to choose to release the need for that to come back and do it a different way. It's not about, this is the problem you've got. The path is there for you, but how you walk it is up to you. Or whether you even choose that path is up to you. Steve, the fish and chip shop man, there's a path open for you, but you don't want to walk it. So you're going to walk a different way. You might do the same with this. There's a path. How you walk it is down to you, and whether you actually take it is down to you. You can continue, but you will get a slap round the face, metaphorically. Or you can self-realize and let that pressure valve off in your own way. How you do that is your choice. Nobody can tell you. It's got to be yours, because it's fucking hard.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
No. That's what I mean. It's fucking hard. You haven't got a clue. Stepping into the unknown, into the fear. What happens if I let go? What happens if I surrender? But this level of surrender is not something you can intellectualize.
Yeah. So would you suggest that if I just did the live stream without mentioning money, then I would start to experience what you're speaking about? Rather than
you want to experience it. You want it.
Yeah, because I can't intellectualize it, you just said.
So you've got an expectation of what you might find. And in there, there's
The expectation is that I won't mention it and people still give me money and everything will be perfect.
Yeah, and what happens if they don't?
Oh, then I'm going to have a right tantrum.
Right, because you'll have a disappointment because you've got an expectation. Yeah. You feel that you should be rewarded for doing something.
I definitely do, yeah. Why shouldn't I be?
Watch what happens. Watch what happens when you think you know better.
Well, it's not that I think I know better. I just think that if one offers something of high value, then they should get paid for it.
You value yourself highly, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do, and I'm fine with that.
I don't knock it. I don't knock it. But where's the humble?
Well, you know, I can point to many examples in my life of humbleness is a better word for that. Humility.
Humility.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to be. You can profess yourself to be all of these things. You can self-proclaim. You can self-proclaim your value all day long.
Well, I feel there's humility in me in that I can own things. I mean, okay, I'm struggling with this right now, but I can own things on camera. I can show my shadow on camera. I can observe myself on camera. That's humility, is it not?
No.
No.
It's almost like a bravado above the shame.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't actually think that you're feeling the shame. I think that
what should I be ashamed of?
The actions, the way you're acting, the way you're portraying, presenting yourself. Are you presenting a god here?
No, I'm a human.
Are you? Mm.
Yeah.
So you're the physical vessel. But you've intellectualized that you're more than that, but you're just seeing yourself as a human here. So if you understood that you are a god, are you proud of how you present yourself?
Relative to the rest of the other gods humans, yes.
See, again, we're looking at comparison and judgment of others.
Yeah.
It's not about them, it's about you. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. You're pretending to be the one-eyed man, but there's people with two eyes out here that can see you. So you can compare yourself to others and say that compared to them, I am.
Yeah.
And others might be looking at you and going, are you sure, son? And you're not seeing them. You're just seeing the ones you're pretending with. So inside all of this, there's a bigger game, mate. Is what I'm trying to show you is there's a bigger game, and you are your own creator. But what is it that you're creating? A land where people are lesser than you?
I guess so.
That requires less, doesn't it? That requires a less. You know, you're controlling a lot of things in that respect. I would look at creating.
No, I mean, I want people to be. I want everyone to. You know, I don't feel I'm in competition with anyone. Like I feel the haters show up in competition. I want great people around me. Like Helen couldn't believe it this morning when I was just like, "Yeah, do you want to come and live with us?" Like, you know, I want good people around me. I want.
Right, but you don't know what to do with them. And then look what happens when you see somebody that you might have a judgment upon, or you might see as a bit lesser. Rather than opening your arms to them, no, you throw them away straight away.
Yeah, I've got better with that.
You're getting better with it. So you're working on it. And I know you are, mate. This is the point. I'm seeing it. I've seen it since you got here. It was a fucking mess. It all happened in the first 3 days, right? At least in the last 3 weeks, there's been less of this, even though...
There's been none! Since Nick's.
Yeah. The first 2 days, you were kind of sensible about the chair.
Oh, I've got bad with a chair again, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe getting a little rug or something.
Well, I'm moving.
Yeah, I know. But that went, didn't it? So that.
Yeah, it did actually. I can't. If they're too heavy, I can't be bothered.
No. But if somebody was doing it to you, and they said that, right? So see what I mean about the equality, right? So the understanding and the global awareness. It's all about Tom, isn't it? And I don't blame you in that respect, but this isn't Tom as the adult. This is Tom as the fucking child, and everybody else must satisfy Tom as the child because I want another lollipop. You can see the actions in yourself and you know it's true, right? But the thing is, there's also an adult in you, or there's a higher being in you, there's a higher presence in you, a sense in you that is trying to show you and trying to help you see and trying to become through all of that, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be here, otherwise you wouldn't be doing these things. It's just that child is insecure and doesn't know what to do about it yet. The child's not safe. That's why it reacts and has tantrums. It's never got enough. It wants more. And the thing about this whole game is you've got to dematerialize. You've got to let go of that. Otherwise, you're trapped in this material realm. And you're telling people about how they're going to recycle into this and that and the other, reincarnate here and loop. But you're so connected to this, and that's what loops you. So all of this need for this and need for that and need for the other. That's got to go. You've got to be enough. And that requires you to make decisions. Like I spoke to Paul about yesterday. A decision must be made. Now, it doesn't need to be a heavy one. It hasn't got to mean I've got to throw everything away and it's all gone, because that's nihilism. And that's the way the ego says, well, I can't do that. It's too much. It's one step at a time. So to change the way you act, to change the way you think, it's one step at a time, and it's patient, because that child needs patience, right? That child needs nurture. That child needs consideration, not judgment. And as within, so without. So all of this is part of this. It gets deeper, it gets heavier. We're 3 weeks in to you being here. Or is it a month now? Nearly a month.
3.5, yeah.
Right? So that thing that came up in the beginning with all that anger and everything else, well, that had to have time to go before we could have these conversations, right? Now, these conversations are going to take another month, a couple of 3 weeks, for you to practice what it is you understand before you can preach it.
Yep.
And this will give you that access to that, it would be called flow, the money receipt and all the rest of that. You don't need that for now. You don't need it. Let it go. Whatever happens, happens. Give yourself some fucking breathing space from the need for that. Even if it costs you a little bit of money, invest that fucking money on yourself. You don't need others to invest into you. You can. You already do, but in strange ways. Sideways ways. Do something a little bit more valuable and offer that value to others. As within, so without. So as you fulfill, as you nurture your own inner world, you can nurture theirs. You don't need anything from them back. You can share. You can emanate your own. You can present yourself and represent the true version of you, not the one that you remember. Not the one that's hurt, not the one that's in pain, not the one that's been judged all their lives, not the marginal version, not the version that didn't know his ass from his fucking elbow, but was always told that he was special. If you're special, so's every other fucker on the planet. If you're a god, so's every other fucker on the planet. And if you don't act like that, then you're going to judge them all, and you don't know better. I don't know better.
But they deserve judgment.
From you?
I don't know if it's from me, but they're presenting very poorly, in my opinion.
They can then jury and executioner, or have compassion for them and let them be.
Well, they're the ones on my YouTube.
Yeah, because
of the way their shit.
And I don't blame them. Ignore it and say goodbye. Love you, bye. That's the thing you had with Sophie. You couldn't read.
Well, I blocked Sophie, and it feels amazing.
You couldn't.
But I've got to a place where I've just done a video today where I'm basically saying, right, I'm not going to block anyone. I'm just not going to read any comments. So should I be blocking them and staying interactive in the comments?
The moderators can do that for you.
But no,
or
they're just for live streams.
Or the chat will ask you. Can you get rid of this one, please?
No, sorry, I'm not talking about live streams. I feel like that's no problem. That's just love you bye, no problem. I'm talking about the comments. I've now just made a video saying that I'm no longer going to read comments on my YouTube because of the haters, essentially. But I'm not going to block any of them, and I'm just going to let them do their thing.
Yeah, but that won't be true. You will. You'll try not to, but you will. If you're honest with yourself. So you can do that video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading a lot less already. I've gone down 50%.
That's what will happen. But to say that you're not going to read any of them.
No, that's not true. No. I don't think I actually, maybe I don't even say that, but yeah, maybe I do say that.
Maybe you don't even say a video on it. Maybe you just understand that that's the game. You don't need to tell people what you're going to do.
Yeah, but I'm a content creator, what the fuck?
Well, you create content that's not all about fucking that sort of stuff. You remove yourself from that.
Yeah, but I've got to show the journey. I'm not trying to show perfection. This is what the haters don't understand.
So then tell people the truth.
I mean, I'm quite honoured that they project perfection onto me. Because that's where all their judgments comes from, the fact that I'm not perfect. So they seem to think that I should be perfect. So they obviously think I am perfect.
No, you say a lot of things that trigger people, don't you? So
yeah,
they reply to the triggers, that's all.
Yeah, but they focus on, anyway, who cares about me?
So do you. You literalise. So do they. I mean, I chuckle at them. But there's no reason for you to absorb them. And you will look at them and you will take a reference to them. You need to, because they're training. They're teaching you. They're teaching you, A, grace.
No, I'm not having that.
Because you haven't got any. You haven't got the middle ground.
Yeah, but they haven't either, right?
It doesn't matter what they've got.
Yeah, but okay, so they can teach me grace through their lack of grace. I can accept that.
You haven't got grace.
Yes.
So their lack of grace is mirroring yours.
Yes, okay, fine.
So
as long as we know their shit, that's fine.
They're part of you, dude. So you're calling it shit again. This whole thing is about the same thing. If you treat them as if they're others, as if they're separate entities, then they're always going to be in your judgment. But if you understand that they're part of a bigger picture here, they're part of a creational aspect, they're an expression.
I do intellectually understand.
Then is it for you to judge them, or do you let the source judge them? Do you let them be judged by their actions across the board? You're already saying
it's not like I'm walking out. I mean, I kind of am, like with the 3 outbursts and stuff. But it's not like I'm walking out there judging people. Well, I kind of am an English refugee, but that entertains people. Okay, I do walk around judging people, but actually, I walk around loving people much more. We're talking about people who come onto my videos, into my space with bullshit.
Most of the, yes, you're talking about the ones that are commenting.
Yeah.
But you've opened that up for them to comment. And you're not giving them the freedom to comment without judging their comments. And they can comment what they want. They can say what they want.
Yeah, but
why aren't you looking at the overall rather than the individual? Why aren't you picking up on the what's being shown for you? Because you don't see it.
Well, because I see it all as bullshit. Which is obviously ego and defensivism.
Precisely, and what I'm trying to show you is that that's a presentation of what you're presenting.
Yeah,
you're going to find that difficult. You find that difficult, but you're not going to see too many that are presenting themselves in a way that gives you grace on there, because you don't give them the same, right? So it's the you're going to get it back. Now you will see some.
Yeah,
there are some
20%, 30%.
Right, and that's about what you carry. If you look at it honestly, if you look at it from a place of you, not them, and stop this identity issue, this rage baiting based upon your feelings about what they're doing, and understand that they're actually presenting another version of yourself. Are you okay with that version of yourself? Can you educate them, or are you just going to shut them down? Same as within, right? Can you have the grace for them? Can you have the nurture for them? And if they're not worthy of it, then let them be. As within, boundary. All right, so the parts of you that you acted and reacted to, you put boundaries in, within, and let them be whatever they want to be.
Can you give me an example? So would I be right thinking a boundary would be I'm not going to respond, for example?
Yes. I see it, love you, bye.
Should I be blocking them?
No.
No.
Not unless you feel to. Not unless you want to.
I don't like blocking people.
So let the journey, let the chat fill up with whatever the chat needs to fill up with. The ones that posted in there are just superficial, relative. But the overall view, the overview, 20% of them give you grace, 80% don't. Well, that's you. If you're looking at them and saying, well, this one said this and this, that's fucking details, bro. Remember what's in the details? Overview it. What's coming back out of this? What can I see? How do I present myself next time? What can I do? What can I change? Nothing about that.
So I think I probably know the answer, but why has my comment section got so much more hateful since I got to Cambodia?
Well, 3 outbursts
Yes.
are going to show that, aren't they? This is what I was.
But they can't see the other side. They don't see. Like we sit down afterwards for 20 minutes and I take accountability and learn lots.
Yeah, but then you acted upon it the next day.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you didn't learn lots.
Yeah.
You were told lots.
Yeah.
But you didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
And then acted upon it the next day.
Yeah.
So how much did you learn?
Well, I also, in that time scale, also had great relations with Chris, and now we're good friends.
So that came afterwards. So that wasn't in the first few days. You didn't learn when you were given the information. It took time, right? So that time is what they don't see, which is where I started this. What I was going to say with this is you need to get them English refugees up to fucking date a bit quick to reconcile this. Because currently they're playing catch up, they're playing backup, right? And they're reflecting what you were 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not good.
And you're reacting to it as if it's still real. But they don't know the real time and they can't see a little bit of movement in you. They're not watching the lives, they're not seeing a little bit. And it isn't huge, but it's enough to have cut some of those edges off.
Yeah.
They can't see that. So you're going to put the rest of it out, you're going to get a load more of this. Well, if you understand that that's what's going to come, they're going to reflect exactly where you were when you got here.
Sorry, say that bit again.
They're going to reflect in there where
The
you
one
were.
sentence before. If you can't cut that bit out.
You can't. No, if you can't. Oh no, if you can't see that they're reflecting where you were, then you're still absorbing it as if you're there.
Yes.
Right. So where's the worth that you've worked with over the last few weeks?
Well, I think the worth or the difference I've seen in my behaviour is I just didn't feel a need to respond to them. Or I don't know if that's true actually. I think I might have written lol to some of them. But before I might have like written a paragraph back and made it mean something.
Yeah.
Whereas
but you're also talking about doing a video on banning them and not replying to them. So you are affected by it.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, no one wants to read lots of delusional hate. From somebody who's like got a really shit life.
What do you think you were presenting?
Yeah, I can receive it from you, even though obviously this isn't hate.
What do you think you were presenting in that video that they're replying to? Delusional hate?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of delusional hate in that video.
But nobody wants to read that. But you're showing them it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good
People
point.
want to watch it, do they?
I don't know. I assume so because
Well,
we're
that's
all
what you're going
fucking
to get
hateful
back.
plebs.
What is it? And you were. When you acted these things out, right? You acted them out and you're seeing a reflection of yourself and you're...
You're not telling me Billy Bramwell's onto something, are you?
Who?
Doesn't matter. Keep going.
So in the same way, what you're not... there's no self-recognition in this at the moment. Or little, right?
Yeah.
I know you listen,
I'm so far compared to most of humanity. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. This isn't a 2-minute job. Forget this fucking comparison. I did a
Yeah.
video on that the other day about comparisons and assumptions. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
it is bullshit.
It is absolute bullshit. And it's your fucking crutch, right? Every time that we talk about, oh, because look at them. Fuck me. All of this then is like, well, yeah, but look. No, look. So this self-recognition, this self...
What, you mean do what I'm telling others to do?
Practice what you preach. Or make yourself authentic, you mean? Try that, dude. You might find the presentation that you're getting back is a little bit different. You might find that these shed anyway, because then they're seeing that there's no point doing that anymore. They can't be that because you're not presenting yourself as that anymore. They saw what you were and they saw you grow, but they haven't grown. What have they got then? A choice of what? They can either leave or they can, what, keep doing what they're doing. You felt what it feels like to keep doing what you're doing. You can't do it. It crushes you. Let them.
Crush themselves, you mean?
It's the only way people learn, right? But if you're still involved in that, if you're still going to present yourself as that one that they're talking to, knowing that you've moved forward, if you can't observe from where you currently are, and keep living in the past as if they're talking to Tom now, then you're trapped in the past, dude. You're trapped in the material realm, projecting into the future. I need to do this because of them. The fuck? Where's you? In the middle or either side? Wobbling around in the fucking, what do they call it? The dark emotional waters, the storms. You ain't the lighthouse. You're the fucking boat that's going up and down on the water. Whilst you're affected by this. And I love the way that you present it. I love the fact that you put it out. I love that, but have some fucking shame and humility, which you did have when you sat down with me and then acted upon it again and it compounded itself. 3 fucking days worth before you could sit down and think, fuck me, that's me doing this, not them. Right? Good. That's the way it works. You'll get what you need to see. Now, what are you going to do with it? And in the last few weeks, you've struggled with it.
Struggled with what? Sorry. Being humble.
Being.
Yeah, being, yeah.
That's enough. But you know it's what you want to be.
Yeah.
So what you want, you can't.
Well, it's not in the last 3 weeks, that's a lifetime.
Well, yeah, but the last 3 weeks are a little bit more intense.
Yeah, but I don't feel I've struggled more with being in the last... Oh, maybe, actually. I have gone into... Yeah, actually, in Delat. In Delat, I was only smoking three. I wasn't smoking every day. I didn't want to smoke every day. I was smoking two at night, maybe 3. Whereas now, I'm like waking and baking a lot.
Escapism, right? And then the need to do the videos, to create, to receive, and all of these things. But where are you putting it back in? And that's the bit I'm talking about.
Where am I putting it back into myself?
Yeah, where's the value that you're adding, right? But this is the problem with this is it takes discipline and time.
I think I'm amazing.
And you don't get the reward.
I feel like I really love myself, but I think that's probably a story. I think I'm great.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably a problem.
Yeah. that's that pain barrier. That's that protective layer. You are, but it's coming from a place of fragile insecurity.
Yeah.
The truer version of that has no insecurity and is certainly not fragile. The authentic version of that. So you think you're great.
Yeah.
If you knew it, you wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Right? If you think you love yourself, but if you knew you love yourself, you wouldn't need to say it.
Yes.
So all of these are professions or confessions of where your insecurity is, right? And that's okay. Again, it's an ego protective layer. It's hiding you from the truth, but the authentic truth is that you are love and you are great. But that doesn't pronounce itself the way you do at the moment. So this is that child. This is that needing to be that mask, that facade, that cape of honor. But it's a cloth. You are honor without that cloth. But you can't stand there naked yet. There's too much shame. There's too much fear of the true and the real, of the accountable and the responsible. That's why you need others to fulfill it for you at the moment. But that's the growth in this period, bruv, and that's what people are going through. And a lot of this is beyond what you can understand, and I understand that. Or at least not understand, intellectualize, you can get most of it. But to know what it means, no, that's what you've got to learn. That's what earn, sorry, not learn, earn. But that takes trust. Have you got any?
I thought I had quite a lot compared to others.
A crutch of comparison. So as long as you're better than a few others, right? As long as you feel that you're more than a few others, then you're good, right?
No. No, I don't think so.
But that's the way it sounds a lot, doesn't it? And again, a lot of this is about understanding the game. And the game rules are quite intense. They're quite complex, but they're quite simple. Be true to yourself. Now, which self are you being true to?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm done, mate. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the last video I will ever be making with Lee. And in other news, tomorrow I leave Siem Reap. Click some buttons. Bye-bye.
This wasn't the video that I intended to make with Lee. I started off making another video, so I cut the first 5 minutes out because obviously he knew that we needed to talk about this. But here's the first 5 minutes that led up to that.
Hello everyone. I've just sat down with our good friend and chief Lee to create a video about something, and then he's just yawned and gone tired, and I've gone, yeah, I'm tired, and then Lee went, and then Lee said something about energy, so I'm just going to ask you to speak into the energies at the moment and why we're both tired.
It's not just, it's across the board, I think. This part of the pressure right now is quite intense, quite heavy, quite shifting significantly within. And there's quite a few talking about it, so it just feels that you can feel it, right? Just feels a bit, I wouldn't say it's not tired, it's you're not physically tired as in like I need to go and lay down, I'm knackered, exhausted. It's just there's no energy to do anything, so it's just you got to sit down with it, and the eyes, I don't know about yours, my eyes feel a little bit heavy,
yeah,
but
absolutely.
not sleepy heavy.
No, I'm much more sleepy. I've found the last 2 afternoons I've needed to sleep. But okay, so what I want to make it a bit more personal about me. So I am experiencing great contentment relative to my life experience so far. I appreciate intellectually that I don't have to do anything, and I'm very open to not doing anything intellectually. However, I can't do it. I just can't be. Like I have to create or smoke.
Right, and?
Well, this is it. It's fine, but there's something telling me that it's not fine. There's something, so this is kind of what I want to speak into. The part of me that's just like, I am so content, I'm so happy with my life, like this, I'm so grateful for the life experience I'm having right now. And then there's still this part of me that's wanting to push through a judgment that I'm not doing enough, I suppose. Or, well, being enough. But that's really the doing part, isn't it? It's pushing back the ego.
What proves you're enough?
I have a story around I'm not doing the work if I can't sit and meditate.
Right. So what part of the creative aspect has anything to do with meditation?
Is avoiding it,
Right.
potentially.
And not only that, I would suggest that you are chasing external proof.
Of
Worth.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely with regards to pushing money.
Oh, well, that's the next video.
Well, why don't we make it this one? Inside it both.
Because that's a big title in itself. All right, fine. It can be the title.
Because they're both one and the same thing.
Okay.
So
Right, so
Thanks for watching, everyone. Dare I ask for you to comment? Well, I'm a YouTuber, so please do comment. Please like, please subscribe. I am going to read the comments. We're going to find a new way eventually.
Left the grey skies of the UK behind, chasing truth, not likes, not trying to rewind. Landed in Mexico, soul on fire. South America is calling, I climb higher. Big love to the ones who ride with me. No mask, no filters, just honesty. Will I make it as a dreamer on the stream, telling it all, the mess and the gleam. Digital nomad with a rebel's tone, speak my mind even when I stand alone. No holds barred, just me on display, sharing the raw of every day. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads. If I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. Big love to the ones who ride with me. No mice, no filters, just honesty. Will I make it as a dreamer on the stream, telling it all, the mess and the gleam. Digital nomad with the rebel's tone, speak my mind even when I stand alone. No holds barred, just me on display, sharing the raw of every day. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads. If I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. Not chasing fame, just truth on the go. From Wi-Fi cafes to mountain roads. If I rise or fall, I'll still be me, an open book on this odyssey. From Mexico dust to Andes breeze, I share my soul, I chase my peace. No going back, no scripted scene, just real life dreams on a glowing screen.